Across the entire Russia, from its European border to the American border, Russian propaganda machine does everything to brainwash its people. And unfortunately, very successful at it. I'm making videos about Russia because I lived there. I lived there for 23 years. I escaped that hell when this war started. I escaped mobilization because I didn't want to kill peaceful Ukrainians. I lost my job when this war started because I was working on Russian independent media. But when this war started, every single independent media got shut down, even those who was working for 20 years. I'm trying to show you the real fascist Russia during Putin's regime. I'm giving updates every single day on what happened in this country, how many Ukrainians Putin regime killed, and how Russia praising its killers. Currently, I'm living in Turkey, and the only reason I'm living in Turkey and I was able to escape because of the people who donated. I'm 100% dependent on people's donations. I lost my job, I lost everything I had. My goal is to go to the United States and ask for asylum. I explain in my videos why I can go Europe or any other countries and ask for asylum, and why US is the only option for me. I already got tickets to Mexico. You can see my journey on this channel, just go on my page and you can see all the videos from the beginning and I hopefully until the happy end. As I said, I'm 100% dependent on donations, and if you're in a position where you can donate, there's only 3 available options because of the sanctions, which I'm also talking about on this channel. There's only 3 available options. If you're in a position where you can donate, all available links in the description. And if you want to see my journey, my story, all videos are also in the description. Thank you for your attention. This is the latest Putin's ratings. Russian propaganda machine brainwashing its people in so many different ways. But today, I want to focus on how Russia praising its killers, or what people in Russia call them, the army. Billboards. Usually it's the name of a killer or a killer who been killed. There's also a different kind of billboards where Putin's regime advertising how well respected is killing and how much money they will get for killing Ukrainians. Unfortunately, Russian fascist regime targeting not only people from age of 18 and until they're capable of holding a gun and killing people, but also it's targeting the youth. Every single day, teachers in Russia are forced to tell the kids that what Russian government does in Ukraine is right and that they are actually protecting Russia from the Nazis in Ukraine. This is not a joke. This is a cruel reality. I'll make a video about how Russia brainwashing kids and how they're teaching them to hold a gun and shoot, or how they're teaching them to operate the drones. Back to the billboards. This is what I filmed back in Russia. I lived in a small city with population of 500,000 people. And this kind of propaganda almost on every single billboard. Luckily, it's not on every single billboard. I would say like on 70% of every billboards, because you can still occasionally see the ads for places, for food, for any sort of other things, like normal billboards that you would see in your city. But yeah, I would say that 70% of all the billboards are occupied with this fascist propaganda nonsense. On this particular billboard, you can see the face of the killer. He wears Russian swastika, which is mostly letter Z and we. To the right, it says, "Victory will be ours." And at the bottom, you can see the name of this killer. The QR code is probably leading to the official Russian army site, where they can see all the benefits that they will get if they will decide to join this fascist killing army. I'm gonna tell you some of the benefits. Money. If they survive, they will get the veteran status with its own benefits. Their kids can go for free in colleges. No matter if they are qualified for this, if they have enough grades to do so, it doesn't matter. If your father is a fascist who killed Ukrainians, free spot in a college. On this particular billboard, it says, "Our country, our victory." And again, you can see the name of the killer, his face, and this particular billboard show how demonic, evil, and simply unhuman Putin regime is. Please take a look at this black and orange bicolor pattern. This is the ribbon of Saint George. If you don't know what that is, then it's a symbol, at least in modern Russia, and it was before Russian invasion, it's It was a symbol of Russian victory against fascism, real German fascism, against Hitler, and it was a symbol to all the people who gave their lives so Russia can have the future, and not only Russia, but entire world. Now, seeing how Russian regime ungrateful towards all the people, most people who are currently in Russian government, their parents or their grandfather, grandmother fought and probably died for it. So now they can use this for absolutely pathetic, unhuman reasons. So they can praise the killers, the actual fascists right now in Russia. There's also some different billboards that I saw when I went from my city to Moscow on a bus. I saw that there's a killer who actually died in Ukraine, who got killed, and there's says that something that he will live forever, he's our hero. So basically, the idiots, the morons who joined this Putin's regime and who died, now they are heroes, they are protectors, and Russian regime is praising them in any way possible. This is something that I honestly would never thought that I will see. It's just so, it just shows how Putin doesn't care even about his past, even about his own parents. You might see him on TV, how he talks about how he really cares about Russian history, how he's so grateful that his father fought in this war and blah, blah, blah. This is reality, and this shows that he is absolutely mental fuck who deserves slow and painful death.